What is going on, garden fans? Welcome back to the Permaculture Homestead. I am out at the project site right now and really wanted to give you a quick walk about the whole food forest. For the past 3 weeks I've been doing quite a bit of maintenance, getting the place ready for tours, and we've been doing tours out here. The place looks really good coming into fall. We've gotten a really good amount of rain this summer, and I'm taking this moment to kind of dump out some of the excess we've got. Our water catchment system off of the education center has just about full capacity rainwater, something that we didn't reach last year. So it's really nice to kind of see all these jugs filling up and getting us a nice little store of water here at the top of the hill. This is a gravity fed drip irrigation system from source to sink. We're at the top of the hill, so gravity just kind of pumps water through our pipes down to each swale head that I'm trying to water. And from here, water meanders down our swale pathways along the landscape here. These ditches and trenches will fill up, water spreads, it sinks, and all the plants downhill are going to be able to stretch out their root zones and grow up. You can kind of see how this is working. I mean, really, we got this trench here that's filled with water, and look at the life happening downhill. We have a thick food forest here, lots and lots of blackberries as an understory to our tree layer, which right here I got a plum in front of me. As I turn around here, I've got a mulberry behind me. There's a nitrogen fixing Elaeagnus multifloria right next to this tree as our chop and drop nitrogen fixing species. And then I've got things like elderberry growing on the swales to help kind of solidify the swales into the landscape as a permanent fixture here. Once again, these are all blackberries, and I'm trying to spread this hedge of blackberries down this swale patty. What's harvesting? We're harvesting a few things out here, garden fans. Japanese persimmons are just about ready. They're putting on a little film, kind of like a plum, and that film, these will get a little bit squishy. Really, the best ones are the ones that fall on the floor, fall on the ground. So lots of persimmons. Pineapple guava we're harvesting. Here's more of that blackberry understory that we're working through our tree layer as an understory shrub species. And we hope to continue to spread that blackberry understory down this swale patty. So I know it looks a little dry over here. There's not a whole lot of understory, but it's coming. It's coming. Blackberries are coming. They'll be the understory to trees like jujube. Here's a cherry tree here. We do have smaller shrub species like goji berry, flowering, growing. Figs right off the swale mounds with herb ground covers like mint and clover for nitrogen fixation. Minus the 3 weeks of mowing and wood chipping I've done, there hasn't been a whole lot of work done on this project farm, garden fans. We kind of set it up for success with the swales and the water catchment, and that's it, really. There's not a whole lot of maintenance that needs to be done out here, aside from a few scheduled disturbances throughout the year. In the fall, obviously, we chop and drop and wood chip, and in the spring, obviously, we plant and prune and get things ready for the growing season. I have a jujube here that has actually threw up a sucker. Here's a sucker, and what we're going to do in the spring is kind of relocate that sucker somewhere else in the food forest. And obviously we do have a greenhouse here. We are selling plants come springtime. We're going to be selling elderberry, pawpaw, and probably some jujube runners and suckers are going to be sold here out the farm. I will keep everybody abreast of that situation as we go through it. But I really wanted to kind of do a quick walk about the food forest, talk about a couple things. The whole place looks really good, as you can see. I mean, when things get maintained, you can really start to see the succession coming around. Last thing I want to touch on is like our bottom swale mound and swale patties here. where it's really starting to kind of take shape. You can see I'm walking in the swale mound, you know, I'm walking in the swale, and on the ditch we have figs going down the line. On the patty here, our understory of blueberries has really blown up this year. I mean, no joke, we got about a foot of growth on a lot of these blueberries. So here, right here, that's 2.5 feet of growth, foot of growth here. Starting here, we probably have a good 1.5 to 2 feet of growth. So the understory this year is looking really good. It's good that we've had a lot of rain during the growing season. Things like our figs have really started to get tall, and they're wanting to fruit. Eventually, the nitrogen fixing shrubs are gonna be sacrificed all the way down, and all that you're gonna see here in the future are figs growing on the mound and the pawpaws behind them, towering over them. So we've got a lot of food items growing in a very tight space here. We have pawpaws, elaeagnus, figs, we have blueberries, and we have mayhaws as the major tree species on this bottom mound. And then of course, wherever I can, I'm trying to spread thornless variety blackberries. That's the last thing I wanted to touch on, garden fans. This is holistic. This is 100% organic. I've got a really nice looking beehive here this year. The bees are very active, even here into October. So hopefully in the spring, we'll be able to split this hive and continue growing the farm out. Really appreciate you all watching, garden fans. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, that's what really helps us out. God bless.